Okay, so let's make this short and sweet. This is a video review of the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege, Red Heat, and Stakeout, the Autobot Rescue Patrol set from the Siege line. Now here's the packaging. Comes in a card back. Please figure number WFC S19. The back of back of the box there is Red Heat and in Stakeout in their vehicle and robot mode, as well as a combined gun mode. And here's a picture of Ironhide holding him in gun mode. Okay, so let's take a look at the two figures. We stand them up straight. They're fairly nifty little mini bots. I expected to like Red Heat more than Stakeout, but playing with them for a bit, I think Stakeout is the superior of the two figures. If only because of the articulation that I prefer here and there, and the overall quality of the joints and everything. So looking at Red Heat, yeah, fairly defined head sculpts, which is good, and fairly detailed. From the front, he has this cable on the head preventing access to the head, the face itself, but not too bad. From the side, again, not too bad. As you can see, fairly extended heel spur, which helps with the back heaviness of the figure. At the back is the what's gonna be the ladder of the vehicle mode. Really nice head sculpt, if you ask me. Focus, camera, focus. There you go. Taking a look at Stakeout, again, very nice head sculpt. Focus, if fairly tiny. Unfortunately, he does have the exposed screw there, which Red Heat doesn't have. Otherwise, a fairly standard Autobot car. From the side, as you can see, he has fairly sizable backpack and Cybertronian symbols on the arms. At the back, fairly clean, aside from the big backpack, of course. Yeah. So articulation, focus, sorry. So articulation is a bit different. So Red Heat has a ball joint on the shoulders, which allows for good motion. I don't know if he has access to the head, but the head is so tiny and it is behind that, under this, that I can't even access it. So I don't think he has that, or if he does, it would be very difficult to use it. He does have a waist swivel, which is nice. Ball joint on the legs, which are very loose, but anyway, given the size, the weight and the size of the figure, doesn't really actually matter. Knees that go all the way in, although he has a fairly short lower leg, and these heel spurs that go in and out, which was more detrimental, actually, if you ask me, than if it was just stiff. And this ladder moves, though, as you can see, you can use it as a stand, like I did earlier, because that's a standard peg. And if you have this blast effect, for example, from one of the figures, you can actually put that there and have him use that as a flight stand. not really a feature, but something you can do. Articulation for the other guy, he has ball joint and shoulders, actually a swivel neck, which is nice. Ball at the upper leg, no waist swivel, and ball at the lower leg. Those leg joints as well as red heats tend to pop off. Be worried. Okay, so for some quick size comparisons, just put them all here so you don't take up too much time. So that's laser beak. Yep. On the side. Move on quickly. So laser beak. Here is I think Legends Bumblebee from the movie. So as you can see, very tiny. Here is surprisingly about the same size as Minimus Ambush, or in this case this is Alpha Trion from the Takara Ultra Magnus. Here he is from the reissue Bumblebee. Here he is with Squeaks. What else? Here he is with a Siege Deluxe, so tiny. And an Aerial Bot, again tiny. Here he is with Titan Master, or the Prime, sorry, a Prime Master. And here he is with Mark Ruffalo. Okay, so transforming these guys is fairly easy. Let's do stakeout first. What you'll do is a fairly standard G1 figure. Fold the legs in, fold the arms so they peg to the side. So there, that's what pegs in. It's not a hard peg, it's a soft peg, and that one as well. I don't know if you can see it. There's two hinges there, right under the hand, that pegs there. It just pegs there, and this bit just squishes forward. Transforming red heat is fairly similar, except for an extra step. So what you do first is you move this out of the way. Again, rotate the legs in, although you have to extend the heel spur first. Fold the legs in. Now these wedges will rest inside that little gap there. Again, fairly simple, and they do peg together there. And then this upper arm, these arms hinges up, and again, see that right peg, it pegs in one of the gaps there. So push it up, it will peg there, and that's it. And you can actually extend the ladder if you want, so not too bad. So details, tiny Autobot logo there, fairly well painted. Again, those Cybertron symbols on the side. Back is fairly unpainted, and so some light bars at the top. For red heat, painted front windows, but nothing much else painted. And as you can see, it does have some fake wheels here, which I wish were painted black. I might just get a black Sharpie and do that myself. This guy has some additional articulation where you can actually swivel here, and swivel there. And using that same port that I used earlier, you can put a blast effect there. This is the one close that most closely simulates water, so that's what I'm using. Yeah, so let me pause here so I can show you some comparisons. Okay, so size comparisons. Here they are again with Minimus Ambus slash Alpha Trion. It's about the same size, a little bit bigger. Again with movie League Legends Bumblebee and reissue G1 Bumblebee. Definitely not in scale with the deluxe from Siege or from the previous trilogy. And here he is with Mark Ruffalo riding Squeaks. Whee! I'll leave him there. Cool little guy. Okay, now last bit of transformation before we call it off. Let's turn him into gun mode. So first thing you do, using this guy, you extend his legs forward. You open up this hood, but instead of the black hinge, use the white hinge. Okay, and then you take that white peg and extend it. That's it. You might want to turn his head around, or you can keep it down. Doesn't really matter much because this guy's head will be exposed anyway, or the other guy's head is exposed anyway. So leave that there. This guy, fold this, fold that up out of the way, and open up the legs and open up the arms. This will allow you to pop off the leg, allow you to turn him on the way at the waist, pop the leg back on, and then fold these down so that small peg there pegs into those holes in the chest. Okay, re-peg the arms. Oops, big. Okay. And then the last thing you'll do is combine these together. So what you do is that peg hole, and that peg goes in that peg hole. Yep. And these two shoulder pylons will just rest there to prevent it from twisting. And there he is in his mediocre sorry, yeah, really mediocre gun mode. So let's see how he looks with some figures. Here he is being held by a Scout class figure. Definitely too big for a Scout class figure, and too heavy anyway. Here he is being held by, hang on, let me just raise my camera so we can see clearly. There we go. So here he is being held by a deluxe class figure. Again, maybe, yeah, fairly heavy and not very convincing looking anyway. Here he is being held by a Voyager. Yep, sorry. Sound wave. Okay. Yep. And lastly, here he is being held by a leader class figure. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't think that through. This peg is too short for Magnus. And the only other leader class figure we have is Shockwave, but he has more than enough guns, I think. Okay, so yeah, not too convincing a gun, if you ask me. It literally looks like two vehicles squished together, and both of the vehicles' heads are clearly exposed. So, I'm probably not gonna use him as a gun. Okay, so that's it. That has been the review of Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy Micromaster Rescue Patrol set. Thank you for watching. Whee!